First Naomi Osaka and now Simone Biles. Both these women have created history by accepting their mental challenges and prioritizing it over their professional career, or especially what other people expect them to do. Now, this is not easy for anybody, especially an athlete. And if you have gone through a mental illness or any sort of challenge, you know what I'm saying. Welcome to Absolutely Right, a podcast where we talk about different ways, tools, hacks, and methods for you to claim the best version of yourself. And by the best version of yourself, we never refer to it as a perfect idea. It's rather an imperfect idea that you celebrate and you move forward no matter what. I'm your host Aditi Surana. I'm a behavioral analyst, a high performance coach, and an anti anxiety expert. You might have heard me speak about different mental challenges and concerns, especially in the last 18 months, where we decided to take anxiety as our topic for social movement. But I must tell you, when we decided to design the Absolutely Right podcast, my thought was clear. I wanted to invite these amazing, successful, high performers as our guest and talk about the most difficult parts of their lives. Talk about things that they are struggling with, things that they cannot cope up with, and to do that, I had two reasons. First, obviously, to create genuine stories that you and I can connect with. And secondly, to destigmatize the mental struggles that people go through. I believe if we don't talk about it, if we don't normalize it, there is no way out for us to move out of it. If you're a regular listener or you've been following me on other social media platforms, then you might have known this about me already. I take pride in my stories of dyslexia. I struggle with it on a regular basis, but I talk about it so that other people who are unaware of their challenges can also identify with it. I have discussed my divorce journey or my process through anxiety for 18 months before we started our social movement. Now, all these things are important to be discussed, not because other people should know what all you went through, but more importantly, when you stand there, talk about it with all vulnerability in place, then other people who are going through it start recognizing their concerns. And most importantly, to coach somebody, to guide somebody, to lead someone, or even influence them, you need not be perfect. You require to be yourself. You require to be in total acceptance of who you are, and that creates strength beyond belief. That is truly inspiring. In today's journaling question, we're going to talk about how to walk towards accepting your own mental challenges. And I know it is easier said than done. But let's look at 3 reasons why hiding our mental illness won't be a good idea. First, when you hide something like that, if you push it under the carpet, if you do not do anything about it, it festers, it becomes stronger, it becomes more powerful, and then you have to deal with it at some point in time. Point number 2, it will find a way out. No matter how hard you try, what all you do, if there is a concern that is bothering you, after some time, it will find a way into your life. If not mentally, then physically with a long-lasting illness. Or in your financial and career decisions, the way you lead, the way you parent your child, the way you have your sexual and personal intimate relationship. Because like a pressure cooker, the heat has to go somewhere. And if you do not learn how to process it, it will go everywhere. And the third point, setting incorrect examples. Now, this might not immediately affect you, but in a long run, it will. Anybody who looks up to you, your child, the people who work with you, your family members, anyone who thinks that you are leading the way in any manner, they look at you and they see you hiding your emotions. They do not find it safe to talk about their emotions. No matter what they're going through, they will always hide it from you, from themselves, and not learn how to look imperfect in public. But imagine if you choose the path of vulnerability and accept your challenges, you become the role model, like Simone and Naomi, for other people to follow your path, especially the close one. You can become the micro leader for them to accept themselves at a deeper level. That is really, really powerful. Today's journaling question is about accepting our mental challenges. But before we get there, let me take a moment and explain the 3-step journaling process on our episodes called Kama Sutra journaling. Step 1 is where I ask you a solution-oriented question. Step 2 is where instead of answering the question immediately, you start doing the calming Kama Sutra S-stroke practice. And third, you use a handwritten journaling for just 15 minutes. This is a structure, this is a system created after a lot of research, so please learn it for what it is. The stroke can be learnt on the link mentioned below, aditisurana.com/Kamasutra, CALMSUTRA. Today's journaling question is, if I genuinely accept the broken pieces of my story, what would change? Let me repeat the question. If I genuinely accept the broken pieces of my story, what would change? Now, all of us have some positive, great ideas of who we are. We constantly keep looking at ourselves in a particular light. But if we take a moment and decide to make the change by accepting the broken parts, the imperfect parts, the things that we are ashamed of, and if you decide to take that in your stride, something very, very powerful happens. So if currently you're not in that position, that's okay. With this question, without answering the question, get to the Kama Sutra S-stroke practice and then set a timer and start pondering on this question. See what comes out. There is no right or wrong answer. In those 15 minutes, whatever comes to your mind, please write it on the page. The idea is to train your mind to express itself in a free-flowing manner so that the deepest concerns start surfacing themselves. And then you know how to deal with them once you know exactly where the problem lies. Most of the time, we keep dealing with the problems at the superficial level without getting to the root cause of it. So specifically, this journey will come handy and this technique will become really, really helpful. Every week, we come up with different tools, hacks, methods, simple and practical ways in which we can actually move forward and claim the best version of yourself. After doing all these years of this hacks, tools, and coaching work, we finally designed India's first mental and emotional fitness gym. The idea here is simple. You meet every week and talk about some deep-rooted concerns and find ways to resolve it. You work with a like-minded community of amazing, smart professionals. So while working with them, you learn a lot from them, from the conversation, obviously also from your personal experiences. If you want to know more about it, the link is aditisurana.com/apt, APT, aspire, perform, and transform. If you want to write to me and share any of your personal experiences through the podcast, through these revelations, through the journaling, my email ID is write, WRITE, @aditisurana.com. I'll see you on Wednesday with one more episode of the Absolutely Right podcast. Till then, happy writing.